Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the AAC, the Temple Owls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner is stopped. So Penn State's offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He makes the connection. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and
he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Owls offense has its first opportunity of the day. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
That just such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the play sacking him back at the 10. Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop them.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Going up top on first down. Quarterback adapting. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
He'll keep it himself. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
I don't know if I can quote the great Reese Davis. That was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Got it! He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a game.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Temple lines up quickly.
Brings up third down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pocket, and here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Temple lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
On the play. First and goal, Penn State.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Number 18.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
So the officials take a closer look in the replay booth. Will And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. He'll take it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Owls send out the punt unit.
Number 37, on to punt it away.
On the return, it's Evans. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going.
He's off to the races. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, you know, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Going for 6. And they will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Temple takes over and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in the middle. It's Cruz. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Temple lining up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll line up for a second down play. Now on the option. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. At the 40, there he goes. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. He's going to pass. He's going for the big play. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's got it.
The 1st down pass complete to the wideout. Gain of 19 on the play. 1st and goal, Penn State.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Penn State, number 18.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Power football with the run. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They go right back to him. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go.
Set to kick off.
And he'll bring it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Line gets set, first down. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Cruz. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, credit to the offense, sticking with the run, but man, it's not working, and this defense is not budging, and we've seen them all season. They've been so dominant. I do think it's going to have to come through the air, and you're going to have to turn your quarterback loose, let him rip the football, because this defense is so stout against them.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Douglas. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They're bringing heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Splits the uprights. It's good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
31, Temple, 3.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Evans. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Using the quick game.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting them the football. Near the line of scrimmage, bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the pummeling has started.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The hand to the running back. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
First down, Temple.
Using his legs, it's Cruz. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Middle Tennessee. For now, as it's back to you fellows, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to find his man on first down. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Douglas. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one, make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He'll set up to throw. Unloads it downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Touchdown, Penn State! And the punishment has been extended. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Penn State, 48, Temple, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Get set.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hurst. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. They want to just keep throwing it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Out of all the ways to get a 1st down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. 1st down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Looking to throw, it's Douglas. Fires to the big fella.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Splits the uprights. Good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you got to be way more aggressive.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. And the Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. The running back has it. And that is how we will wrap this one up. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because